Thanks for listening to Cool Meanderings with Dr. Germ G. Welcome back to Cool Meanderings with Dr. Germ G. I'm your host, Dr. Germ G, back on the mic. I just watched the Doomsday trailer. Avengers Doomsday, that is. Wow. Now, let's be real. If you're like me, you followed all the spoilers and you kind of knew what to expect a little bit, but still, to see it all come together, it hits a little different. Now, admittedly, I wasn't as blown away as I might have been if I hadn't been listening and following all the spoiler news. But still, I to see what people have been talking about on a trailer and to see the scenes, the way they cut it, it looks like it's going to be a good movie. It looks like it's going to be a fun movie, like an epic Marvel movie. Like this is like they finally are making something that's of epic proportion, or at least that's what I'm led to believe. Now, clearly, there's a lot of stuff that they left out of the trailer, and I'm so glad they did. And even with Doom, Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom, you don't get that much. You get a taste. They just wet the whistle just a little bit. You just get a little taste. Oh man, I liked it. I want more of Doom. I want to see what they do with Doom, especially with Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom, Victor Von Doom. I mean, this character is unbelievable. One of the most iconic comic book characters, Victor Von Doom. And look, RDJ is a Academy Award winner. He's an actor with range, but more importantly, look, he understands the MCU. He understands it. He understands the stakes of this movie from the perspective of the franchise. If this movie hits, if it delivers, I think it's going to sell tickets. It's definitely going to sell tickets. But if it hits the way where it sets the table for Secret Wars and the eventual rebooting of the MCU, man, this movie, it will go down as a huge turning point for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and for comic book movies, because it's coming out at a time where comic book movies are kind of waning a little bit. I mean, we just saw it. Well, I didn't go see it, but whoever did see that Supergirl disaster, I mean, it clearly made no money. It just didn't make any money. And I liked the idea of Jason Momoa as Lobo, but it just didn't hit. The trailer didn't do it for me. I thought, okay, I don't like the trailer. I'll sit back and wait. And I'm glad I did, because no one liked it. I mean, it was just terrible. So that said, I'll wait for it to come on, Amazon and watch it eventually. Just like, I went to see Superman in the theater, which was fun. But I can't. I thought I would like Supergirl based on her brief appearance at the end of Superman. But her trailers just didn't do it for me. It just didn't. I just couldn't. And you know what? I was right. I just had a hunch that wasn't going to work. Anyway, my point is that it's a microcosm. The Supergirl situation is a microcosm of what's been happening with comic book movies of late, with some exceptions. And look, Marvel's Multiverse Saga has been all over the place. I mean, I'm sorry, it just has. It's been... And then look, there were some unfortunate circumstances. Jonathan Majors, his role of Kang got disrupted because of some unfortunate things happening off screen. But Quantum Mania sucked. So, I mean, with all due respect, it sucked. It just did. And even the post-credit scene with all the Kangs, I was like, it was okay. But the idea that was going to be like the big bad, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm glad that it's all seemed to have worked out, I think. you know? But there are lots of moving parts, lots of pieces that have to come together. And I think the Russo brothers, who directed Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, I think they are the ones. They're the ones to do it. They're the ones to bring it together. They have to tie it all together as much as they can, you know, tie in those loose ends with the Eternals, Doctor Strange and Clea from the end of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, you know, the X-Men related stuff with Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, if we get anything related to Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, and Blade, that would be awesome. If anything, that would probably come through Secret Wars. There's a lot that Marvel can thread together. Obviously, they've got a cast of people that they want to use for Doomsday. And from what I've heard, the story makes sense. It makes logical sense. I know that there's a Fantastic Four, there's a Reed in the movie, and there's a Steve Rogers. And people are saying, "Oh, but Reed and Doom, they have a rivalry that goes back years." It's true. But if you go back to the first Secret Wars, now I'm old enough to remember the first Secret Wars series back in the 80s. It was Doom against Cap. Cap was the leader of that group. It was Captain America, Steve Rogers. He was the leader of that group against Doom. Now, Reed Richards played an important role too, as did other characters. But I'm just saying that it would not be that far-fetched and unusual to see a version of Doomsday and Secret Wars where you have Doom and Steve Rogers as the main antagonists and protagonists, respectively. It's not that unusual. It might be for people that don't know the comic history, but the truth of the matter is that they could totally go in that direction. And it would be, but also just given the nature of how they've set up these stories, it makes sense too. I mean, we've only seen Reed and his family for one film. And then it was a fun film, but Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, you have to go in that direction. Given what happened at the end of Endgame, and with the TVA, and what he chose to do at the end of Endgame, you have to go in that direction. It just makes sense. Yes, Reed Richards and his family are part of it. Of course they are. But I trust what they're doing. I think it works. I'm excited. I think fans are gonna. There might be some division about it. I don't think it's going to be. I think critics will probably come somewhere in the middle. They'll probably like it, give it a 70 to 80 rating. My guess is that everyone will love RDJ's performance. And I think some of the other characters, the way they're integrated, will be kind of mixed. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the scenes, right? Well, let's see how the scenes are delivered, how it all comes together. But I think if RDJ delivers, the movie will be fine, and it'll set the table for the end of all things and Doom World, or whatever they're going to call it, Battle World or Doom World or Planet Doom, whatever they choose to call it. It will be made in Doom's image, and then we'll see where things go from there. And quite frankly, I'm excited, and you should be too. This is great. I mean, my God, in comparison to what DC is doing, are you kidding me? Or what any other comic franchise is doing cinematically, this is it. This is the creme de la creme. Now, it can't suck. It has to hit. Otherwise, then it is just like any other, movie franchise that just stayed around too long. It has to hit. Now, with all that said, that's only part of the reason why I'm hyped. The other part is what's coming next weekend. That's right. Spider-Man Brand New Day. I am super hyped for that. I don't need to see anything else about Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't care what role Sadie Sink is playing. She could be playing Gwen Stacy. I don't care. Whoever she's playing, it doesn't matter. That movie is going to be a bonanza. It is going to break the bank for Marvel and Sony. At least $1 billion worldwide. At least $1 billion. It could be review bombed. It doesn't matter. People will go and watch Spider-Man Brand New Day. They're giving us a version of Spider-Man who has something weird going on with his webbing. Almost as if he's turning into some sort of man spider. And they're giving us the Hand and the Punisher and the Hulk and some other character that's mind controlling people. And Scorpion and Tombstone reportedly. What? And Department of Damage Control on top of that. And the actors that are playing in these roles. The quality of acting. Listen. I'm in. I am already in. Like, I need no further convincing. I don't care. I'm in. And I'm pretty sure that there are probably at least 500,000 people who feel just like I do. Like, they don't care. They've seen enough. I've seen enough. I don't need to know anything else. Where's my ticket? Let's go see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Get the popcorn, my Diet Coke, find a seat, and just enjoy. Absorb, take it in. Nice and slow. Take it in, absorb it, and just saturate myself in what will be a fun movie. Fun. It's going to be fun. It's an absolute fun. I don't care how it ends. It could be I heard it might be controversial. So what? They're giving you all that in the movie? What? And look, Punisher might be a little goofy from the trailer. That's okay. I'll take it. I love it. I'll take it. It's good, man. It's good. This is good stuff. Especially after Supergirl. What? I will take it. Absolutely. Marvel's going to break the bank. They're going to break the bank. Look at what they did to the Michael movie with that starred Jafar Jackson. Remember that movie? Coleman Domingo played Joe Jackson. Man, that thing got review bombed so bad. I think the Rotten Tomato score was in the high 30s with about 300 reviews. Man, that thing made it over $1 billion worldwide and counting. What? And you don't think Spider-Man Brand New Day is gonna destroy the box office? Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to set records, just obscene records. And quite frankly, Avengers Doomsday will too. If it's true that people are already buying their tickets for Avengers Doomsday, they're already buying their tickets. I'm not doing that, but people are already buying their tickets for Avengers Doomsday. It's July. And people are already buying their tickets for Avengers Doomsday. And they gave us like little niblets. What? Marvel is going to clear the board. They're going to clear the board. DC is done. I'll probably go watch Clayface, but it doesn't matter. It's over. It's over before it began. DC's done. Maybe they come back with the Snyder universe or whatever, Snyderverse. It doesn't matter. Listen, this is Marvel's to lose. Marvel has all the momentum. It's Marvel's to lose. There's no competition. So the question is, what do they do with it? What will Marvel do with all this momentum? Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con on Saturday. I mean, yeah, I'm somewhat excited, but like, really? It's going to come down to these movies. Whatever they're promising should be hyped. I'm just going to be hyped. You know, my understanding is that, well, I don't know, but, and there's lots of rumors about the X-Men. quite honestly, I personally don't care right now. I want to see what they do with the current X-Men that they have. Let's see how Doomsday ends. Let's see how Secret Wars continues. Huh? And if they bring in a new X-Men that way, I want to see how that works. I want to see it. I want to see how they bring it all together. And look, it could be unbelievable if they play their cards right. If the actors really give it all. I mean, the screenwriters and the designers. I mean, this is the moment that they could just take over cinema in a way where like they will become set apart from Star Wars and everything else. I mean, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has a chance to really cement itself as a legit cinematic genre, like where they sit atop the genre. Where when you talk about comic book movies, they are it. They are the standard, the gold standard. And with a character like Doctor Doom, and if Downey delivers the kind of performance that I think he can, I mean, we could be talking about like an AFI legendary performance, where one of those performances that just lives on. We could be. But that's the thing. Victor Vardoom is that kind of character. It really is. So they have the material, they have enough story to pull it off. Even with all the screw ups, the Quantum Manias and the Thor Love and Thunders and all that stuff. Captain America Brave New World, which I thought was fun, but it was okay. In retrospect, it was okay. Thunderbolts was awesome. Yeah, it was. But a level below. It helps to set the table. Fantastic Four was fun. It was fun. And I think Fantastic Four helps to set the table too. But like, if they can deliver with the Doomsday performance that I think we're getting, and they find a way to tie all these loose ends together between Doomsday and Secret Wars, I mean, it would be a fantastic way to end the Multiverse Saga and take us into whatever they're bringing next. I mean, I heard it might be the Mutant Saga, but maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be the Cosmic Saga. I don't know. I hope it's the Cosmic Saga, which would be a combination of mutants and the Eternals, but who knows? We'll see. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I just wanted to opine that this is a great chance, a great opportunity for Marvel. What an opportunity, Marvel. What an opportunity. There's no one standing in your way. You can kill it. You can absolutely kill it. Not only at the box office, but with your influence, your impression. You leave a mark. You can leave a mark that will not be erased. Wow. Table is set, man. There's nobody stopping Marvel. The only people that will stop Marvel is Marvel. No one else. The executives from Disney or whoever else wants an extra, 30 cents per share. But I really hope that they see what they have. What an opportunity. I mean, there's no competition. None. No competition. No competition. No Batman, no Superman, none of that. No competition. This is all Marvel. All Marvel all day. But what are they going to do with it? We'll find out. Until then, my friends, enjoy the summer and get ready for Spiderman Brand New Day. Until next time, I'm out. This is the Cool Meanderings podcast with Dr. Germ G.